Thank you very much. Greg Guzman, tonight's public address announcer. John Arter and Gene Young ready to bring you Game 2 as the Kellogg Bruins make that trip up here from Battle Creek to take on the Jayhawks. Women's Jayhawk team winning earlier 61-52. Would love to get a doubleheader win here tonight as the second-place Jayhawks take on Kellogg. There's the tip, controlled by Muskegon. Roberson, Torrens, Sanders with the drive. Layup is good.
Should get a high-scoring affair, John Arter. Community College could probably play with about a 15-second shot clock.
That might be too much time, Gene.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's a fun team to watch.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Very fun.
Our viewers, stay tuned the whole game because you're going to see a lot of scoring, a lot of spectacular plays.
Torrens with the bounce pass into Kennedy. Kennedy, left-hander, doesn't go, gets his own rebound, and the putback. Now Joyner leaves it there for Jackson. Skidmore. Glover. Ball is stolen away by Torrens. Eddie Torrens along the far side. Roberson, three-point shot. Ball goes out of bounds off Muskegon.
Justin Kennedy, a 6'6", 220-pounder in that middle. Big physical specimen, John Arter.
Jackson. Joyner. Glover cuts across the lane, leans in, doesn't get it. There's an offensive board by Kellogg, and they lost the ball. First foul of the game will go on Joe Glover of Kellogg.
Joe Glover, a 6'3", 175-pound freshman out of Allen Academy in Detroit, Michigan.
Roberson. Eddie Torrens, far wing. Joyner with the rebound. Joyner picks up the dribble. Trigg. Left-hander off the glass is good for Trigg.
Boy, nice move. Nice left hand. Looks like they've got 4 players from Battle Creek Central. 5 players from Battle Creek Central.
It's kind of nice when the players have played together before,
yes.
But they've been struggling in the Western Conference play. They're currently in last place with a 2-8 record. Now Jackson puts it up and in, and we're tied. Roberson called for a carry on the near side. Jayhawk turnover. Jayhawks trying to break this slump they're in. Last time we were here, they defeated Lake Michigan College to go into a first-place tie, but since then have lost 2 games to Cape Valley and Grand Rapids, and they're now 2 games off the pace.
Pretty good teams they lost to.
Oh, definitely.
That's the cream of the crop, the 3 you just mentioned, including MCC.
Outside shot by Glover. Torrens with a rebound. Quickly down to Sanders. Sanders in the near corner. 3-point shot is good by Sidner.
Sidner, an excellent shooter, excellent offensive basketball player. At any level, John, he's a player.
That he is. Now Joyner. Glover. 3-point shot does not go for Jackson. Offensive board by Glover and a whistle down in the post. Sidner called for the foul. That's the first Muskegon foul. Glover makes the first. makes them both. Torrance. Sidner. Sanders baseline. And he gets it to roll in. Deshaun Sanders. Jayhawks by 3. Glover. Bounce pass over to Joyner. Roberson could not control that ball. That came over the hoop too quick. Kellogg ball. 16:22 left first half. Illegal screen called on Kellogg. Roberson. Sidner, quick pass into Sanders. Torrance off the iron. Torrance with the offensive board. Put back doesn't go. And we have a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Bruins. Kennedy. Check that. Joyner down low. And getting to go through the hoop is Angus Bennett. Joyner from behind tips the ball away from Sanders. Sidner. Sanders. Joyner with a rebound. Ball is tipped. Ball goes out of bounds off of Kellogg. It'll be Muskegon ball on the near side. Roberson. Sanders. Check that. That was Tumlin. Bennett. Sanders with a rebound. Roberson, a long three-point shot off the iron. Owens with a rebound. Cross-court pass, Joyner. Now Owens, top of the key. Roberson comes through the crowd with the ball. Tries to kick it back to Tumlin and threw it right out of bounds. Unfortunate there, Gene.
Yes, just a little bit too hard. You like to put the bounce in it so they can catch up or slow down with the bounce, and he threw it a little bit too hard on an open court. Will doesn't make too many mistakes like that.
No.
He's pretty smooth operator on the open court.
Ron Campbell into Joyner. Pass to Bennett. Stolen there by Jordan Lewis. Sanders. Ball is tipped away and stolen. Owens. Ball nearly stolen away by the Jayhawks. Campbell. Bennett, double team. Kicks it back out. Now Joyner near side. He hits the three. And Kellogg has their first lead of the game. Sidner. And we have an offensive foul. Setting that pick was Lewis, a little too strong. Muskegon wants a timeout. 13:30 left to go first half. It's Kellogg 11, Muskegon 9. We'll be right back. Kellogg inbounds the ball to Campbell. Campbell checked by Sidner. Now Joyner. Ball nearly stolen by Roberson on the near side. It'll still be Kellogg ball, 24 on the shot clock. Campbell. Joyner. And we have a Muskegon foul. Will be on Eddie Torrens. His first, team's third. Joyner. Trigg. Pass down low to Bennett. Bennett too strong off the glass. And Torrens rebounds for Muskegon. Sidner gets his man up in the air, then cuts to the paint. Shot does not go. Put back there by Kennedy, and we have a whistle. Campbell called for his first foul.
These are team what you call red hot from the floor. There's a lot of shots going up and pretty good defense. Three personals on each team. 12:41 left here in the first half. Chance for Muskegon to tie the game up at 11 if they can convert on this. And he doesn't.
Kennedy splits the pair. Campbell. Joyner, pass down low. Put it up and in. Is Trigg. Torrens. Long shot by Tumlin is good for three.
If they start raining threes, John, community college can just bam, 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 10 points, 10 points. I mean, they're can get a hot streak, and those threes just ring up, one round after the other.
Pass down low, knocked away. Torrens comes away with a steal. Bounce pass ahead, unable to control it. Was Kennedy, but it looked like it went off of Kennedy and then off a leg of Kellogg, but they still say Kellogg ball.
Yeah, the official, a rare miss, but they missed that.
You're with me, Gene, right?
Yes.
On one.
I got your back all the time. Did I say all the time?
Appreciate that. Now on the far side, pass down into Bennett down there in the post. Bennett, spin move, too hard off the glass, and there's the board there by Kennedy. Now Sidner kicks it back out. Tumlin for three, doesn't go. Ball goes out of bounds. Muskegon ball. 11:23 left to go here in the first half. Bounce pass into Kennedy. Kennedy is fouled. Fouls on Bennett, his first. Kennedy at the line, shooting two. Opportunity to give the Jayhawks a lead. Misses on the first. He makes the second. Campbell, checked by Sidner. Skidmore. Trigg, turnaround jumper, uses a glass, it's good.
Boy, nice shot, difficult shot. He used that glass effectively.
Tumlin, top of the key, he hits a tray.
3 of the last 4 shots made by the Jayhawks have been 3-pointers, Don.
And both of them from Marcus Tumlin, who's put 6 points on the board for the Jayhawks. Owens. Free lane to the basket. He cannot finish. Torrens quickly ahead. Sanders. Tumlin passes on the tray, drives the bucket, and draws the foul. Campbell called for his second foul. Tumlin at the line shooting 2. Tumlin good with the first free throw. Tumlin hits them both. Joyner. Jackson. Jackson, turnaround jumper is good. Sanders down low. Reverse layup is good by Kennedy.
Nice move by Kennedy, using the glass under the basket.
Jackson. Trigg. Joyner. Good defense by the Jayhawks. Owens back to Jackson. Jackson, top of the key. In and out. Offensive board by Skidmore, but his shot is blocked on the putback. Tumlin, reverse layup doesn't go, but the tip is good by Sanders.
Boy, nice athletic move to get that tip in, John.
Skidmore. Long three-point shot by Joyner. Rebounded by Jackson. Jayhawk ball. 8:58 left to go here in the first half. Jayhawks with a 6-point lead. And Kellogg has a timeout. 8:58 left to go here in the first half. A 6-point lead for Muskegon, 23-17.
Referee made Nick Brown take off his T-shirt that was under his jersey, white on white. Apparently, you see without his T-shirt, I can't understand that interpretation.
Jayhawks inbound on the near side. Roberson with the ball. Roberson, top of the key, gets his man up in the air. Sanders. Brown. Pass into Eddie Torrance. Torrance brings the ball back out, and he travels. Joyner. Turnaround jumper does not go, but he draws the foul. Trigg draws the foul. Nick Brown called for his first foul. Team's fourth. Trigg at the line, shooting 2. Makes the first. And both are good.
Boy, good arc
Yes.
on that shot. Nice release.
Torrance to Roberson. Sanders. Bennett with a rebound. Joyner ahead to Skidmore. Now Joyner, 3-point shot. Sanders with a rebound. Roberson. He gets control of it at the last second. Now on the near side, Roberson for 3. Joyner. Pass nearly stolen away. It is this time. Now Brown starts a 3-on-2 break. Back to Eddie Torrance, and Eddie Torrance is fouled. Oh my goodness, they're calling an offensive foul. There was 3 men in motion. There was nobody with established position there. Unless
be the ref from South Bend, Indiana. That call hasn't made Michigan yet.
And I didn't see him lifting an elbow. That's the only thing I could think of that would have created an offensive foul. So Kellogg has the ball. And there's good anticipation by Sidner with a steal and cannot flush. Sanders right behind him with a reverse layup. Thank goodness for Mr. Sanders.
Yes.
Another steal.
That's what that hustle does, John. You tell the kids foul him, and instead of stopping and watch him miss a dunk shot with no chance for a rebound.
Jayhawks by 9, 6:59 left first half. Joyner. Skidmore. Bennett working on Brown. The foul is going to be called on Josh Colville. Bennett will be at the line to shoot 2. Bennett, good on the first. Bennett makes them both. Sanders. Roberson. Ball is tipped and stolen. Trigg. Dishes off a pass to Bennett, and Bennett converts. Roberson. Skidmore with a rebound. Trigg to Skidmore. Now Bennett. Back out to Jackson. Trigg unable to finish. Brown rebounds for the Jayhawks. Sidner. Ball goes out of bounds off Muskegon. Jackson to Owens. Jackson. Ball tipped out of bounds off of Bennett, so it'll be Muskegon ball. Sidner. Pass is blocked and stolen by Skidmore. Jackson. Owens. And a good steal there. On the far side there by Kennedy. Sanders drives the lane, is fouled. Bennett picks up his second foul.
.438 left in the first half.
Sanders misses the first free throw. He misses them both. Loose ball. Right to Owens of Kellogg. Couple quick passes. Now Owens on the far wing. Back out to Joyner. Joyner looks up for a three. Shot doesn't go. Rebounded by Kennedy. Sidner was fouled maybe 5 or 6 times. They called the 5th foul. Jackson called for his first foul. Quite a bit of bumping on the way down there. Sidner at the line, shooting a 1-and-1. Aaron makes the first. Aaron makes them both. Joyner. Checked by Sidner. Crowd wants a 5 count.
We're under 4 minutes, first half, under 4 minutes.
Now Joyner with 10 on the shot clock. There's a steal by Roberson. Roberson along the far side. Tried to dish back to Sidner, and it's stolen. Right to Jackson. Now Jackson. Oh, nice block by Kennedy. And putting it back up and in is Trigg, and Trigg is fouled.
Coaching staff of Muskegon upset with some loose ball handling on that fast break. Too many turnovers from the community college. Not playing the tight game they normally play.
Trigg with an opportunity for the three-point play, and he gets it. 11 points for Curtis Trigg here in the first half.
4-point differential, 30-26 with 3:27 to play in the first half.
Tumlin, little bounce pass into Kennedy. Kennedy with a soft touch, it's good.
Nice little half hook. Very nice touch, as you mentioned, John.
Now Owens on the far key, back over to Skidmore. Owens passes in the Trigg, and Trigg is fouled. Sanders called for his first foul. Trigg at the line. Shooting a 1-and-1. Makes the first. Trigg splits the pair. Tumlin up and over the backboard. Owens. A near steal by Sidner, but controlled by Joyner. Joyner. A nice block by Kennedy. Trigg gets the rebound and puts it in. Sanders, little pass into Kennedy. Kennedy puts it in off the glass. We'll see if they count it.
Tell you, John, you got to have a lot of strength in order to go up and have people grabbing at you, and you put that simple layup in. It's so easy to get the ball deflected or lose the coordination, and he stayed with it. Chance for a three-point play.
And he finishes that three-point play and has 11 points for the half.
Down to the 2-minute mark.
Kennedy with a steal.
Ooh.
He is fouled from behind.
Got to be careful on those. Player can get hurt.
That's the 9th team foul, so it'll be a 1-and-1. Unless they're going to give him the act of shooting. They look pretty relaxed at the line, so he does have 2 shots. Misses on the first. Makes the second. Joyner, checked by Sidner. Picks up his dribble. Pass into Trigg. Skidmore jumps high, knocks the ball out of bounds. Jayhawk ball. Tomlin to Roberson. Roberson looks for an alley. He is fouled. Followed by Skidmore. And it should be the double bonus. They signaled 1 and 1. It should be the double bonus for Mr. Roberson. And now the referees have it. In and out. He makes the second. Joyner. Skidmore. Quick jumper. Sidner with a rebound. Quick pass down low. Lewis cannot finish. Skidmore with a rebound. Joyner. Skidmore. Trigg. Now Owens. Little head fake. Joyner gets his man up in the air. Good defense by the Jayhawks. Kellogg resets. 10 on the shot clock. Joyner, top of the key, 4 on the shot clock. Jackson pulls the trigger on a 3. Shot does not go. Battle for the ball. And we have a timeout called with 30 seconds left. I didn't see who was awarded the possession. I imagine it was Muskegon. 30 seconds left. Muskegon 37 and Kellogg 29. We want to thank Brian Worrell and Cade Messenger. Jayhawks MCC TV doing a great job bringing you Jayhawk basketball here on Channel 98.
Always do the games, John, when the Jayhawks win. They won the first one, and they have a little bit of a command in the second one, but we still have a whole second half to play here in a few seconds.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Shot clock is off. Jayhawks looking to take the last shot here. 10 seconds left. Now Roberson. Tumlin. Following side, hits a 3. That's his third tray of the night. And that'll do it as time expires here at Bartell's Roadie. Our score is Muskegon 40 and Kellogg 29. You're watching Jayhawk basketball right here on MCC TV. We're back here at Bartell's Roadie Gymnasium. John Arter, along with our halftime guest, Jimmy Booth. Jayhawks on an 11-point lead, 40-29 over Kellogg. And, Jimmy, I just have to bring up a little bit. The Jayhawks had a good first half of the Western Conference. You lost your first one, then won 6 in a row and knocked off Lake Michigan. Ended up in the first place tie. Yep. Then you went on the road last week, and you ran into a couple of good teams, and it's tough to win on the road in Cave Valley and Grand Rapids, who are two strong teams, and you dropped a couple.
Yeah, it is. I think any time that you play, a league game on the road, no matter what league it is, it's always tough, especially the second time around. We knew that going in, and there's really no, we just didn't play well against, Kalamazoo Valley. We came up a little bit short, and then, not a whole lot went right at Grand Rapids. They're a good team, and
sure.
And we ran out of gas, and it was pretty evident that we ran out of gas. We didn't shoot the ball well, and I think there's a correlation between those two things. And for a group of true freshmen, top to bottom
right.
on the roster, to go on the road back to back in 3 days. It's tough, and we're not going to sit here and make
sure.
excuses. We just didn't do what we needed to do.
Right.
But we're still at second. We're still all right.
Yes.
And this team has still got a lot to prove and a lot to play for. So it was a bad week. That's that end of story,
Sure.
really.
Well, you had a good first half tonight, and Justin Kennedy played very, very well for you. He had 12 points. He had some steals, a lot of rebounds. He played very strong for the Jayhawks here in the first half.
Yes, he did. He's been fighting a bug. Missed practice on Monday, came in on Tuesday and was able to do some stuff. But he played well. He was concentration, and focus is there, and was able to affect the game in almost every phase. And We're going to look to feed him a little bit more and try to keep him going. But he's shown a lot of growth throughout the year, and it's evident in the first half.
The coaching staff always welcomes points off the bench, and Marcus Tumlin came in with 11, 3 trays there in the first half to provide some offensive punch.
Yeah, we're tough to beat, especially when he gets going and when he can come off the bench and get some early buckets for us and get the feel of it and everything. Then we're that much more dangerous. So certainly him coming off and playing well is always always a good thing for us. A
good defensive effort by your Jayhawks in limiting them to 29 points, and they're only 30% from the field, 9% from behind the arc.
Yeah, Kellogg runs a lot of ball screens and back screens, things like that, and we talked about that, and our guys took notice to that and really communicated through those screens. We were able to keep guys in front. We also didn't gamble as much as we used to, and so I thought defensive effort was really good and happy with that. We just gotta get rid of those turnovers.
We were going to talk about those. Yes, 13. Both teams had 13 turnovers. I'm sure the Jayhawks like to cut down on that big time.
Yeah, especially the unforced ones. It's not like they anticipated a lot of the passes or anything. Just some of them were unforced, uncharacteristic of our guys. But we addressed that at halftime and looked for that number to go down in the second half.
You've out-rebounded them 22-18, but they've gotten about 8 offensive boards that you'd like to cut down on. But the Jayhawks lead in rebounds 22-18.
Yeah, we addressed that too. That's one of our keys to victory is being able to out-rebound a team for obvious reasons. But, I thought the offensive rebounds were a little too high considering, we had come over from outside, blocked a couple shots. We just weren't able to come up with it at the end. They ended up getting the tip ball and scoring, and so it inevitably was pointless. So, we always talk about finishing in a half, possession on both ends, and thought we need to do a little better job of that.
Halftime adjustments are always key to the coaches. Any that are going to stand out that you really want to work on?
No more turnovers.
Cut down on the turnovers.
Yep.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining us. Good luck here in the second half as you go on to hold on to that second place and hold on to this lead as you're up by 11.
All right, thank you.
That's Jimmy Booth, the assistant coach here for the Muskegon Community College Jayhawks. Gene Young will be joining me shortly. Jayhawks start off with the ball here to start the second half. Eddie Torrens here. Back over to Torrens, and we welcome back my partner, Gene Young. Always good to have. Always good to talk to Jimmy Booth.
Jimmy's a great guy.
That he is.
Trying to finish his degree in education, and he's going to be a good teacher coach. He's a very mature, wonderful individual.
That he is. Now the Bruins down by 11 with their first possession of the second half. Glover drives the paint, runs right into Sidner, no call. Little left-handers up and good by Trigg. He leads all scorers with 16 points in the game. Now Sander to Torrens. Torrens tips the ball, and the ball, and that may have done us. I don't know.
We got hit.
It may have hit something. It knocked out our headsets. We don't hear anything. If we can get our camera person, let us know. Give us a thumbs up if we're still on with the audio.
Cameraman, do we have audio?
Yeah, good. We do have audio. The signal says yes. So something happened in the box there, and we'll just continue on here. 40-31.
Turn up, but
now Roberson. Ball is taken away by Jackson. Glover. Three-point shot too hard. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be Kellogg ball. Glover with a drive. Rebounded by Kennedy. Now Roberson. He travels. That is something, Gene, that Coach Jimmy Booth and I talked about. The coaches said they want to cut down on the turnovers, and as Coach Schlump just said, they have 3 turnovers already here in the second half.
Yeah, and a lot of that is trying to do too much, trying to overpass or getting careless. And you just got to play smarter basketball.
Now Glover drives the baseline. His shot is blocked by Kennedy, but Kennedy will be called for the foul. Glover at the line, shooting 2. In and out. He misses them both. Sidner with the rebound. Now Roberson to Sanders. Sanders, a little bounce pass into Kennedy. Kennedy turn around, too high off the glass. Glover with a rebound. Glover at midcourt. Picked up there by Torrens. Skidmore. Back over to Jackson. And Joyner. 17 on the shot clock. Skidmore from the free throw line. It's good. That's Travis's first points of the night. It's a 7-point lead now for the Jayhawks. Sanders.
He played 3 minutes, John, and Community College has not scored yet this second half.
Bounce pass into, oh, what a nice move by Kennedy.
He hit hard on the floor.
That he did.
He's a physical kid.
Nice way to stay with it, Mr. Kennedy. Now Jackson, 3-point shot, follows his shot. Turnaround jumper, he's blocked. Good job, good defense. And the Jayhawks come away with a nice little pass by Torrens to Roberson, and he misses a bunny, but the follow-through is good by Torrens. As you mentioned, Gene, that's why you always follow the play.
Yes, you do.
Skidmore, top of the key. Ball is tipped out of bounds. Muskegon ball.
Testing.
Now down low, Lewis puts the ball up and in.
Nice pass.
Bennett puts it in off the glass. Sanders. Bennett with a rebound. A nice steal by Eddie Torrens. Torrens lays it up and in. Just like that, the Jayhawks went from being up by 7, they're up by 13 on a nice 6-0 run. Glover. Bennett tips the ball, and Roberson comes away with it. The quick-handed Roberson works through traffic, dishes it out. Sidner, 3-point shot, doesn't go, and Bennett gets the rebound. Glover. And Trigg is fouled from behind. Sidner called for the foul. Trigg misses the first free throw. And he misses both. Sidner with the rebound. Tomlin gets his man up in the air, moves to the left. No. Jordi Lewis with the offensive board. Putback doesn't go. Campbell. Ball's tipped away by Tumlin, but controlled there by Trigg. Glover. Glover leans in. He draws the foul. Roberson called for his first foul.
14-10 left here in the second half, and Community College gets those spurts, John, and gets double-figure lead. And a couple times Kellogg took it down half of that, but Community College tends to rally back and push it to double digits.
Maybe that's to keep the fans in their seats
Yes.
and not leaving too early. Highly doubtful, but it's a nice story. 48-37, 11-point lead for the Jayhawks. Now Roberson near side sees the baseline, and he is fouled on his baseline drive. Owens called for the foul. Sidner. Owens. Back out to Campbell. Glover. Glover, top of the key. He hits a two-pointer for Glover. Tumlin. Sidner. Pass into the post. Back to Sidner. Sidner lays it in. Nice
Good,
passing.
Good give and go, John. That's good ball movement.
Yes. Glover. Baseline jumper is good for Glover. Roberson. Whoa, a little scoop and up and over the backboard.
You get any points for putting it over the backboard, John Arter?
Not even a half a point.
I haven't seen that. That did not come off the rim. It just was thrown over the backboard.
Now Campbell leaves it there for Glover. Glover, three-point shot doesn't go. Tip doesn't go. And Bennett gets the putback.
Kellogg playing pretty well. Always striking distance.
Eddie Torrens off the iron. Now Campbell. Owens, near wing.
Always striking distance, John Arter. Got it down to 5 with 12:17 to play.
That's right, Gene. 12-17 left to go. Muskegon wants a timeout, talk things over. It's Muskegon 50 and Kellogg 45. We'll be right back right after this. John Arter and Gene Young back here at Bartell's Roadie. Gene, the Jayhawks had a 13-point lead, and just like that, Kellogg's clawed their way back. They're within 5.
It's amazing how quickly a team comes. 3-point baskets are huge. A couple of those in a row, you knock 6 off their margin, and Jayhawks have to just retaliate and get a couple shots of their own in a row.
And there's a steal, a turnover as Campbell comes away with it for the Bruins. He lays it up and in. The lead is now 3. Tumlin with a head fake to Sidner. Sidner cannot finish. Offensive board by Tumlin, and the whistle blows. Tumlin is fouled by Bennett. That's Bennett's third foul. Tomlin at the line with 2 free throws. He had 11 points in the first half. Marcus is good on the first. Marcus is good on both. Now Campbell. Owens. Kellogg resets their offense. Campbell, top of the key. Pass into Bennett, down low in the post. Bennett puts it up and in.
Got it down the 3, John. Now it's a whole new ball game with 11 minutes plus to play.
Eddie Torrance, bounce pass to Sidner on the far wing. Sidner bouncing, reaching in from behind is Jackson. Jackson called for his 3rd foul. And we have an offensive foul on Jordan Lewis, his 2nd.
He's saying, what did I do, ref? What did I do? I know he knocked 2 people over.
But is that a foul?
Is that a foul? Yes. Our community college coach is saying the same thing. Is that a foul?
Campbell. Pass down low again to Bennett. Bennett in the post. Kicks it out over to Campbell. Campbell keeps the dribble. Jackson. Sidner with a rebound. He looks down court, and we have a foul. Another foul will be called on Jackson. That'll be number 4. Jayhawks will inbound from the far side. Officials stop the action as they get the shot clock to the 31. Sanders to Tomlin. Now Sanders, far wing. Tomlin works his way through traffic and lays it in. Marcus Tomlin. Owens to Campbell. Ball is tipped away by Sidner. Don't sit there and be idle when Sidner is guarding you. Now Glover. Glover drives the lane and draws the foul.
Lewis going to be fouled out pretty soon. He's been
Yeah,
averaging
that's number
about
3
a foul
for him.
every minute and a half. That's his 3rd.
Glover makes the first free throw. He's come on strong here in the second half. 2 in the first, and he has 7 so far in the second. He splits the pair. Rebounded by Kennedy. Torrance. Sidner. 3-point shot. Oh, what a nice little play. That is Muskegon's ball. Did you see Tomlin go through and tipped it off the defender?
He hit it right off the opponent, which means that MCC will trigger the ball under their own basket.
Heads up play by Tomlin. Sidner leans in too hard off the glass, but the putback is good by Kennedy. He has 16 points tonight. Owens, Glover keeps control of the ball. Glover, turnaround jumper is stuck. A jump ball situation. Possession arrow in favor of Kellogg.
I didn't think they gave it to, thought they gave it to the other team on that, John.
They had the jump ball possession.
Jump ball
And Kellogg had the possession arrow.
Possession.
Oh, a good inbound move and an easy bucket for Trigg. And Campbell called for a foul.
A lot of whistles,
Yes.
whistles. Stop action, stop action.
Jayhawks to inbound with 8:58 left. And Tumlin gets his man up in the air, and Owens commits the foul. Team 6 in the second half. Inbound to Roberson. Torrance. Roberson left alone on the far side. In and out and back in again. Campbell to Owens. Glover. Glover drives the lane. He's fouled. Tomlin called for the foul. Glover at the line, shooting 2. Glover, good on the first free throw. Second shot, in and out. Sidner with the rebound. Down low. Kennedy goes up for the shot, is fouled.
A lot of stop action with fouls, John Arter. Everybody's trying to block the ball, and their refs are protecting the shooter and calling fouls.
Kennedy makes the first free throw. Kennedy makes them both. Campbell. Passes into Bennett. Bennett puts it in.
.755.
Ball is stolen away as Trigg along the far side is fouled.
Seems like the last 5 or 6 times Kellogg's been down the floor, they've been shooting free throws.
Trigg at the line, shooting 2. He makes the first. Trigg makes them both. He now has 20 points. Roberson. Sanders. He was picked up there by Skidmore. Now Tumlin, near wing. Roberson. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Oh, and they give it to Kellogg. We have an injured Jayhawk over here. Kellogg the inbound. And Sidner near steal. And Kellogg calls a timeout. Timeout. Sidner with a near steal, and Kellogg calls a timeout. 7:11 left to go. A 3-point lead for the Jayhawks, 60-57. A very exciting finish. Jayhawks currently tied for second with a 7-4 Western Conference record, and they're in a dally here. A daily.
John, I had them 14 up at one time,
Yes.
and boy, I remember just 2 or 3 possessions, a couple threes, some free throws, 3-point plays, and they took it down to about 4. It's now only 3.
Skidmore's pass is stolen. It was knocked away and stolen by Eddie Torrens. Now Torrens kicks it back out. Sanders passes on the tray, now to Torrens. And we have a foul on Campbell. That's number 4 on Campbell. It's the 8th team foul, second half, and Eddie Torrens will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Torrens good on the first free throw. Torrens misses the second. Now Skidmore along the far side. Pass over to Joyner. Joyner back to Skidmore. Pass down low. Turnaround jumper by Trigg doesn't go. And Torrens comes away with it. Gets his man up in the air, goes right by him. And Torrens, little left-hander is good. Plenty of talent there, Gene Young.
Yes, great open field movement, ball control, and a great 2-pointer.
Back to a 6-point lead. Now Glover. Over to Trigg. Trigg checked there by Tomlin. 14 on the shot clock. Skidmore nearly loses it. He's checked closely by Torrens. Hand off to Glover. Glover picked up by Torrens. Little leader doesn't go. Offensive board. Bennett puts it up and in. Bennett now with 16 has been tough in the post.
That's a tough move, carrying 250 pounds, I think. Let me double check that. 6'5", 240.
Tomlin gets his man in the air, puts the shot up, doesn't go, and we have a foul. And the foul will be on Trigg. Tomlin at the line, shooting 2. Tomlin makes the first free throw. Tomlin makes them both.
Precious 6-point lead. We're down to 5:19 to play. 5:18, counting down.
Now Glover, spin move in the paint. Boy, looked like good defense there by Sanders, but Sanders is going to be called for the foul. That's only his second, team's 8th. Glover at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 5:10 left. Glover misses.
This may get down to free throw shooting at the end, John, and the one that makes them wins the game.
Glover makes the second. Torrance. Baseline jumper doesn't go. And Trigg gets the rebound. A nice steal by Eddie Torrance. Torrance lays it up and in. Muskegon wants a timeout. 4:46 left to go. It's Muskegon 67 and Kellogg 60. Sean Arter and Gene Young back here. The Jayhawks have opened it up to a 7-point lead, Gene, but there's plenty of basketball to play.
Oh, yeah, plenty of basketball, and they got to play smart basketball down the stretch here. They've pressed for some shots, and they got to be patient. It doesn't matter how long you take to get your offense set up as long as you end up with a high percentage shot. Shouldn't hurry it. You got the lead.
Kellogg running the weave. Joyner, top of the key. Jackson, 3-point shot, rebounded by Sidner. Now Sidner across the timeline. Sidner drives to the hole, and he's fouled on the way.
You know, Sidner at 6'3", he's only 170 pounds. He's a tenacious rebounder. He's a very, very good rebounder.
That's the 5th foul on Elijah Jackson. He'll finish the game with 4 points. Sidner at the line to shoot 2. Sidner makes the first.
Sidner getting near that 20 mark.
Sidner, that's his 8th point. Kennedy's having an amazing night
Kennedy,
with 18.
Yes.
Yes. Sidner makes 1 of 2. Now Glover on the near wing. Joyner over to Trigg. Now Glover in the far corner off the iron. Skidmore with an offensive board. Ball goes out of bounds. And we may have a Muskegon foul, which we do. It'll be on Sidner. That's his 3rd. Skidmore at the line, shooting a 1-and-1 here. 4:03 left. In and out. Kennedy with a rebound, leaves it there for Sidner. Ball back out to Sanders. Sanders uses the glass, shot doesn't go, gets his own rebound and put back.
Good offensive board, John, by Mr. Sanders, and big bucket, big bucket.
Now Trigg in the corner to Glover. Glover drives baseline. Shot doesn't go. Gets his own rebound. Ball's tipped out of bounds by Muskegon.
3:24 to play.
Inbound to Glover. Now Trigg. Glover, far wing. 3-point shot, in and out. Tip doesn't go. And Sidner gets the rebound. Eddie Torrance. Tumlin. 3-point shot by Tumlin is good.
Boy, that's a great shot and a tough shot, John Arter. That's the money player.
Now a 13-point lead for the Jayhawks. Cabell. Ball is stolen by Sidner. Sidner gets the two-hand jam. 15 is the lead, and Kellogg wants a timeout.
John, less than 2 minutes ago, they had it down to 4 or 5. And that's what we talked about, those threes and steal and what have you. In just a matter of less than a minute, they pushed it up to 15.
That they have, and it's 75-60, a 15-point lead for the Jayhawks. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back with the finish of this fantastic game against Kennedy. We're going to keep it right here. We're going to keep it right here as Muskegon and Kellogg, as you mentioned. Muskegon has really put a offensive spurt here towards the tail end of the game, and you need that.
Absolutely, John. Good point. Good point.
Exactly 2.5 minutes left. Kellogg to inbound. Owens. Checked by Torrance. Now Owens works right around in the corner to Skidmore. Skidmore hits a three. Sanders. Sanders willing to work some time off. Now Eddie Torrance. Eddie, little dish off and down low. He wasn't ready for it. It's Kellogg ball. Kennedy wasn't quite ready for that one.
No, he was about a foot away when he threw it and
Yeah.
just didn't have his hands up far enough. That not a good pass. Did take some valuable time off the clock.
Now Trigg puts it in off the glass. Sidner. Sidner puts it in and draws the foul. Skidmore called for the foul. Number 2 on Skidmore. Sidner with a chance to complete the three-point play. And he does. 13 points now for Aaron Sidner. Pass into Bennett down low. He's been tough in the post. And he does not finish there. Skidmore with a rebound. Out to Owens. Owens. What a nice block there by Kennedy. Pass ahead to Sidner. Now Sidner will slow it down. Torrance. Less than a minute to go. And it's a 13-point lead.
And
And, go ahead. Over
he
and
got
back.
pushed.
Over and back is called, and as Gene Young said, he was pushed over the line. but they'll call an over and back. Oh, it's a little bounce pass into Trigg. Trigg pushes the shot up, doesn't go. There's the board by Sanders. Now Sanders along the far side, willing to work some clock off. Torrance. It draws an attention, the ball does. They're still battling pretty hard there, Gene.
Yes,
They're
they
not
are.
giving up. Now they might. 12 seconds left. Coaches have said call off the dogs. This one is a Jayhawk win. 2 seconds left. That'll do it. Muskegon wins tonight, 78-65. Jayhawks are now 8-4 in conference play, 18-6 overall, while the Bruins drop to 2-9, 3-17. A much-needed win for the Jayhawks there, Gene, as they needed to maintain that position in second place tie and win this one at home.
Yeah, you got to win your home games. They won it. Wasn't the most beautiful executed game they played, but they played just hard enough to win the game, and it's a W in the left-hand side of that column called wins and losses.
Well, the Jayhawks will go on the road for Valentine's Day. They're going down to Centerville, Michigan to take on Glen Oaks. Then they'll be back here the following Saturday to take on Ancilla College. So we wish the Jayhawks well on that road trip. We want to thank the MCC crew of Brighton Worrell and Cade Messenger, giving us great shots and producing a great show, all under the direction of Rod Van Nortwick. And for my partner, Gene Young, this is John Arter saying good long, good night, and thanks for joining us for Jayhawk basketball on MCC TV.
Goodbye.